Hello! As you can see, today I'm going to use very few materials, simply a 4B pencil, an artistic blur and Canson paper. I start some simple lines to delimit the horizon line and some places. As you can see, I make this quick and loose. Okay, some S shapes, S letter shapes, like this. Okay, and now I'm going to draw a very dark area like this because it will be in shadow. Okay. Now, why it is going to be in shadows? Because it will be under some trees, some pines to be exact. Pine trees. We start drawing some sticks like this. Very easy. And with a zigzag movement like this, easy and slow, I make some very easy trees. You see, zigzag movement every time. Now, another one. And so until I'll finish and cover all the sticks. You just have to be careful not to draw them all exactly the same. They should be similar, but not the same. Okay? Now, zigzags. Okay. And step by step, we are drawing a complete forest of pine trees. Okay. As you will see, or you can see, throughout the drawing, I'm going to change the way I hold the pencil. This makes your drawing more interesting. Okay. Remember, you may stop the video as many times as you need, because this is YouTube, and you can stop, slow down the video, etc. as many times as you need. Okay, this one. And one more pine tree, a fir, I think it is said. Let's darken more this place, mark more trunks, like this. Okay, very easy. It is beautiful. Okay, easy. As you can see, you can draw trees without drawing them, just with zigzag movements. Okay. Now, let's begin to draw the other parts of our landscape. Let's mark this place more darkened. Remember, in a drawing with pencil, the most important thing is to achieve contrast. Contrasts are the way to get realism in your drawings. Okay. Suggesting some weeds here, some plants, and now in this place I will suggest a far block of trees with almost flat the lid of my pencil flat on the paper, like this. Vertical lines going down in a soft slope in this way. Now let's darken this part, because here is darker because light cannot go through the forest to the floor, suggesting more than drawing. Suggest is artistic. Okay, suggesting things here. As you can see, I am now uploading a series of videos, really easy to follow and to draw along, because they are to make you a quick understanding and a very funny way to learn how to draw, with very few materials, very few pencil strokes, very easy themes, but with only one goal: learn to draw by yourselves, not only following my tutorials, but by yourself. This is my goal, that you may draw everything you wish. Okay, remember this part must be darker because it has not so much light and is very close to the water of the river. This will be a river. Okay. Now this way. And we almost have the beginning and our landscape. Now suggesting water with horizontal, almost horizontal lines like this. But be loose with your pencil strokes. Don't draw it very tight, because we will blur this part later. Okay, now reflections, but not mark too much reflections, because this water is not it is in movement, and reflections must be there but somehow blurred. Okay, some zigzags here and reflections, leaving some white space between land and water. With the artistic stamp like this, make these movements to blur and to suggest reflections more realistic. Very easy, I think. An artistic stamp is not other thing than paper in a rolled paper. It's nothing more like this. So if you have not an artistic stamp, you may use a paper towel. Okay, you roll it over your fingers and blur in the same way. Now suggesting some plants, some bushes here, and some herbs to make it more interesting. Okay, something else with these brush strokes. I'm suggesting some branches in a bush here, with very careful to separate plants with changes of tonalities. Some parts must be white, other grays, other blacks. It is the only way to create depth in a landscape. As you can see, the trees, the block of trees that are very farther from us, I have drawn them softer than the pine trees to gain realism and depth in our landscape. Okay. Now let's repeat the same process in this part with other textures, changing it, giving it more interesting, changing brushstrokes and the way we draw plants, etc. Okay. As you see, I am not drawing a plant at all, only suggesting this is the way. This is the only way to make an artistic drawing. Not realistic, hyper-realistic drawings are very beautiful, but creativity and suggesting is more interesting for me. I think it is my style and I really prefer this way to draw. Now, some details and I'm finishing. Now, if you have done not yet and you are new in this channel the first time, I suggest you to subscribe and give a walk through my channel. There are many videos in it, art online tutorials. Press like if you like it and share with your friends and neighbors if you really like it. Okay, but remember, drawing and painting are not watching sports. You must take your pencil, whatever pencil you have in your house, and a paper, and begin to draw right now, just in this moment. Put yourself to draw. This is the best part of drawing by yourself. Now, I'll take the artistic stamp to suggest some clouds in this way. Almost flat, the point of the artistic stamp or paper, whatever you have, and very soft. As you see, I blur some parts. Now water, let's make less crisp, because water is not crisp, it is in movement. Let's blur a very little bit of the forest, very far forest, to make it appear farther. And it is done. See you soon next week. Bye.